1 Ebonstone block, an entire world full of stone. What would happen if we leave this for 50 hours? 50 hours is well over 100 nights in Terraria, so it's going to be interesting to see the results. So for those that don't know, in hard mode the corruption starts to spread a lot more aggressively. Things like stone, mud, ice, sand and jungle grass will be converted to either the corruption or crimson at an aggressive rate. So what we're going to be looking at is just how fast the corruption spreads if you just put a single block into a world full of stone and nothing else, and we will see how fast it infects and spreads over the course of the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours, and so on. It's a very interesting one, and it will give us insight into just how fast the corruption spreads when you get to hard mode. So let's get straight into it, guys. Let's just take a look at the method, and then let's take a look at the results. So the method of this is very simple. All I did was created a map that is mostly stone in T-Edit, and then I put 1 Ebonstone block in the middle of it all. Now, to speed up time a little bit, I used Cheat Engine to speed up the time by 20 times. So instead of it taking 50 hours, it only took about 3 hours, but it is 50 hours of in-game time. So let's take a look at the results. We're going to start with the first hour, and we'll see just how quickly it starts off. Will it start off very quickly, or will it start very slow? Let's find out. So this is what it looked like after 5 minutes. It quadrupled in size. It went from 1 Ebonstone block to 4 Ebonstone blocks. Then after 10 minutes, it grew to 6. Then after 15 minutes, it grew to 8. And then after 20 minutes, it grew to 18. So it starts off pretty slow. It's just very gradually starting to grow outwards. Then after 30 minutes, we get all the way to 53 blocks. And 1 hour, 383. So that is the difference of just 30 minutes. There was 53 blocks. 30 minutes later, there's over 300 more. We have 383 blocks after 1 hour of game time. So here is the perspective of that. I believe this is the size of a small map. So it looks like quite a lot, 300 blocks, but then when you scroll out, it looks like nothing. I mean, look at that. It's just a tiny speck on the screen once you fully scroll out. And I believe it is 0.01% of the entire map. The first hour down, and we got 383 blocks underground. That's not good enough, guys. We need to get this ramping up very quickly. So let's take a look at hours 2, 3, 5, and 10. And also 4, I forgot about that number. So check this out, guys. Hour 2 is 2,280 blocks. So it nearly 10 times the amount of Ebonstone blocks. Hour 3, we have 6,101. Hour 4, we have 11,777. And hour 5, we have 18,944. And this is what the perspective looks like if we zoom out. So it is a lot, but if we scroll out, it's just like a little pimple on the map. It is still not completely covering it. It's far from it. So let's go to hours 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 and see if it can devour the map. Okay, so this is hour 10. Keep an eye on that purple spot on the map and look at how much it increases by. Wow. So it goes from 18,000 blocks to 85,000 blocks. So it got about 4 times bigger in double the time. So that is 10 hours. Let's look at 20. So we're just going to blast through these now because you're probably getting a bit bored by now. So did you see the increase in that? We've just gone from 85,000 blocks in 10 hours to 340,000 in 20 hours. Now for 30 hours. Check out that increase. We went from 340,000 to 678,000. So it's starting to get to a lot of blocks now. We're over 500,000. And look at that. It's almost hit the top of the stone. So number 40 hours, we get just under 1 million Ebonstone blocks. That is 992,000 Ebonstone blocks. So this has been a long time. Remember, 40 hours. And this is how much that 1 Ebonstone has spread all the way to 1 million blocks. And finally, 50 hours. This is the end of the road for this video. this is how far the Ebonstone spread. We have it touching the top of the world, the bottom of the world, and it managed to spread out over halfway. So let's take a look at that in game. Let's see just how long this is. 50 hours of development. This is how the Ebonstone evolved. So all of this came from a single Ebonstone block and 50 hours of real life time. So just to get a perspective on just how much it's grown, we're going to run through it. I don't know how long this goes for, so it's going to be a surprise for me too. Maybe I should teleport actually just to speed it up a bit. But look at this, it's huge. So I hope this video helped you guys to get some perspective on how fast corruption spreads. Basically, if you play for a very long time in hard mode, your world is going to be absolutely filled with hollowed and corruption, and here is the end. I hope you did enjoy today's pointless yet interesting video. Have a great day, guys, and I shall see you later.